Warning, you are now in.
Oh, there we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome to a continuation of yesterday. Is the game audible? We're going to have to see that. I don't know if it is right now. And if it isn't, then that is sad. That is a big sad. Everything seems to be looking alright for now. Yay. Let me see if my links, the links that I give, if they actually work. I swear I'm a professional. Good morning. Good morning, sunshine. Shine away now. Okay, the mic works. Okay, it looks like the link doesn't though. Shit, I'm gonna need to get a new... Oh, there's one person watching. Or is that just me? Hello, do we have peeps in the chats? Or no? Wait, is the link working? No, it's not. But if I paste this... Yeah, okay, that stream link, that works. Right. And then edit message. I'm such a professional. At least now we got music. Where else can I advertise myself? Where else can I chill out? Plug your projects. Okay. Oh, that's gonna do. That's gonna do well. All right. So, hello people. Welcome to a very early morning stream in my voice. At least I can hear that it is. It is a bit odd. It's definitely morning. Oh yeah. But hey, I wanted to stream because I had so much fun. I had a lot of fun actually yesterday. Just streaming. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting it to be that much fun. Just to stream. Especially, you know, I'm a very social person. My friends will know this. Unless there's the times when, you know, I just shut myself in and don't talk to anyone. But aside from those times, I'm a very social person. And there was no one in chat towards the end, but it was still fun. It was still fun to just hop around and talk to yourself. Basically, it's an excuse to talk to yourself. And you know what? I'll always take one of those. Speed up the rabbits. What was I thinking? Ah, yes. There is something that I'm thinking to talk about today, and that is sort of response to a bit of video that I saw, but I want to wait a little bit before talking about it. But let's make a note on it. Always keep notes. Farming in the game. And we're gonna wait a little bit, and we're gonna see if we get some people in there. But if we don't, that's fine. Eventually, I'll just talk about it anyway. We're gonna just get a bit of wood, and then I'm thinking that for today, one of the main things will have to be to hit the mine. Because I need some better gear, I need some enchanting going on, I need to maybe set up an XP farm, even. Could be good, if we can find some way that we can actually set that up, that would be great. Let me actually also check what my what is my current, my latency is on low, so I should have a fairly good chat connection today, better than usually at least, so that should be good. But yeah, let's see here. I believe this way is where I've got mines that I want to use. We're gonna check that. At some point, I want to get iron and redstone in plenty so I can get some form of like map set up of this general area, so I can start knowing where I am a bit better. Ooh, this looks promising. Or no, it goes deeper. How deep does it? It doesn't go very deep. Shit. Hello in the chat. Have you done the sleep well? Oh, they're gone. I'm not sure if the concurrent viewers, if it counts me as watching my own stream passively. I'm not sure if that actually counts, in which case that's a little bit sad. I don't think I want that to count for viewing, simply because, well, it gives a false sense that there is activity, that there is people. Oh, no, I need that. I really hope my voice is not too bad to listen to. Hello? I heard a skell boy. Okay, where are you? Okay, this way? So... hello? Oh, nice close. It's close, alright. Where is it? Well, if we want to do some terraforming later on, we will need andesite, won't we? Oh, I just realized! Huh. This is actually an opportunity for me to fight the Ender Dragon legit. I want shulker boxes in this. Because the bundle is great. I like it so far, but it is definitely an explorer's tool, and I'm not a huge explorer. But no, so because I'm not a big explorer, what I am is someone who enjoys doing building mostly. At least to the best of my ability. Of course, so far more efficient there. Ah, it's so close. Basically what I'm doing is just getting rid of the andesite, and the idea is that by uncovering all of that, I'll be able to uncover wherever the Skeleboy is hiding. And if we can find them... Oh, now there's 2 of them. What? There's 2 of you? Where are you? Is the audio okay, by the way? Is everything sounding alright? Be able to uncover. Seems like it's not terrible. And sometimes that's what you have to settle for. Ooh, cool. I'm probably choosing a terrible time to stream. It's like Saturday morning in Sweden. What's that like? Let me check. What's that in New York? So I've got that on my phone for reasons. Right. Clock. World clock. So it's like midnight and 3 in the morning in the US. And most people here in Europe are probably asleep, you know, taking a long morning, which is fair to use. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh, that's a tad unfortunate. So 1.5. And then with that, I'll get the last 2. Yeah, I'm the kind of person, by the way, who counts out exactly how much I'm getting out of my stuff. I'm very much that person. See if we can just bump. We're gonna take that with us. You know what? We can shove those in a bundle. So it's actually even useful for this. Neat. I just want to find a skeleton. Where are you? Stop teasing me. Okay, you're lower. Rattle me bones. Oh. So there you are. Haha. You fool, you buffoon. I've taken your bones. Yes. I'm not good at insults. Okay. Ow, my finger. Oh, we're almost full. Okay, that's a bit better. Oh, we can put these together. Now, I mean, I can use this. Is it quicker? No. So golden sword is just terrible. Or, well, not good at least. But I've heard that, like, from what I understand, gold is, aside from durability, usually decent. What are we at? We're pretty high up, which is not what we want to be. We want to go down. Deep, deep down. But how are we looking? So far the stream seems to be doing alright. I mean, we've been streaming for 16 minutes. And we've not had a crash. And our dropped frames are around 85%. So, ooh, iron, nice. Hopefully it's enough. Yeah, this is gonna be enough to make a new pick. So let's get our stuff out for that. I can see myself carrying around a bundle that's just like the stuff that I use to... Ooh, music, nice. The stuff I use to craft stuff up. I can see that being something I would have. Ooh, that's a bit promising. Because that's gotta mean that we're close to a cave, right? Or have I got that all mixed up? Dum, 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 dum. Alright, let me pull up my gain a bit. Believe enough key. Dun 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 dun. More iron. Can I... Concurrent viewers, that's how many people are watching right now, right? Right? So do we have one person watching? Do we have a person in the chats? Or however the streamers say it. What do the streamers call it? I'm no like streamer person, so I'm not exactly knowledgeable on this stuff. I want to go down. Oh, we lost the concurrent viewer. Oop. I wonder, can you name the bundles? Like, could I name a bundle craft, like, base station, and I could just stock it with like a crafting table, a furnace, like 5 furnaces maybe, and that stuff. Like, that would be pretty cool. Maybe I could also have a bit of coal in there, so that you always have enough to actually like smelt your stuff. Okay, we're almost at 11. We're almost a strip mine. level. Very close. Ooh, lapis, nice. I'm gonna need this. Because I do want to get some stuff enchanted. But for that we're also gonna need diamonds. So we can get ourselves some obsidian, so, you know, we can get ourselves an actual enchanting table and all that. All that good jazz. Which I guess we also want to get our hands on some cows. Either base or at where the idea might be to build a mansion. I'll have to see. We'll have to see about that. Oh, copper. Sure, I'll take some. Might actually want to set up one of them lightning rods, maybe. That could be neat. Plus, I also want a spyglass. Ooh, yes. Yes, please. Finally, redstone. I can use this. I should maybe also make the pokehole things. Like, you know, off into the sides. For maximum efficiency. Or I start doing like I used to do way back when, which is just, and it's gonna sound, it looks really sketchy when I do it. It looked really sketchy when I did it. It was basically just, I got hunches of, oh, I think there is something valuable in this way, and it had a surprising rate of success. Just dig off into the direction where I felt like, oh, there's something this way, and there would be diamonds or something. But it must have looked, those oh my's gotta look really, really sketchy. I don't know, seems kind of sus. Hello, welcome to the chat. Feel free to strike up conversation, because this is basically just a chill stream. Like, if you're here for excitement, you're probably at the wrong guy. Like, we might get some excitement from if we suddenly get attacked or something by mobs. But aside from that, this isn't really a stream full of adrenaline or anything. Oh, I don't know. Of course, I don't have a pick. I can't do that. Who be that in the chat? Let me actually fix my hotbar a bit. I don't really need that with me. I'm gonna want to those just in case. We're gonna come back to there. Ooh. That's nice. That's good. Oh, maybe it's the zombie spawner. I really could use one right now. And that's not just because I want an XP farm, is also because it would make an excellent segue into something. Hello? Where are you? Oh, there you are. I'm just gonna collect this coal real quick before we go deal with the zombies. Carrot really isn't a super efficient form of food, but it will do for now. While I'm still scrub. That's how you get grits, right? Just jump on them. Ooh, gold. Nice. Maybe we could actually make ourselves a clock, and that way we can actually keep track of, like, when is it time to leave. But looks like we're not getting a zombie spawner. But I'm just gonna use that as a segue anyway, because I got in on the topic. So screw it. To talk about something I was thinking about. So yesterday, just laying there, thinking about something I heard in Exumo's latest video about the snapshot. And it was about farming. Because now we got the way to farm shulkers, right? If you don't know, basically there's a chance when a shulker hits another shulker that a shulker is generated. Basically it teleports away but also stays. It's a little bit more complicated than what I'm explaining, but it's confusing. But anyhow, the thing that this got Xuma talking about was farming and how easy is it to make farms in this game. And I was thinking, okay, so the points he brings up is often when you make a farm, you end up going to some external source to actually make it. Like, say you want to make an iron farm, you go find Tangotech or El Mango's, Nemban, all these often German technical YouTubers with this game who design very efficient farms, and all the credit to them for having the technical mindset and the dedication to make these things in the game. But I was thinking, so how does the standard player start farming? And I thought of an example, and maybe it would do better in animation form, but I'm gonna just spitball it here. So say we have a brand new player. They're completely new to the game. They don't know basically any of the mechanics. They assume that they know how to do gaming, okay? We're gonna assume they know how to do controls, they know roughly that stuff. So they come up on a spawner, right? And they start, they realize like, okay, XP is good. It is a number that goes up. Even if they don't know about enchanting, they're gonna see the number go up. They're gonna be nice. This looks good. And they realize, oh, the spawner, let's say it's skeletons. It's, you know, it makes monsters that I can kill, and I get XP. And that way I level up, and that number keeps going up. And I'm sure it's gonna be useful for something. And so, at first, yes, use a farm and slap. Just slap the mobs in there. About. And then, after a while of that, they're like, huh, wait, I've seen mobs flowing water, right? And so they place down some water, like they start making a water stream. And they at first think maybe that mobs, they have not seen mobs spawn in water, so they don't fill in those slots. Then one time when they pass by this thing, they see one of the skeletons just spawn over the water. And then they realize through just observation that, hey, wait, this can happen? And they make a full water stream. And eventually you get the very basic, mob farm. They lead them all to one place where they can then slay them. And then start thinking, what more could I do here? And maybe this isn't very efficient. Maybe the water streams are always full length. And it means that the farm is a bit on a distance and all that. But it works for the purpose. And then they realize, wait. And okay, I'm jumping around a bit. I'm sorry about that. But another discovery this person might have made is they're out there in the world, they're exploring, and come across a sunken ship, right? And they find the doors, and this is going to be a reasoning for don't make it so that we can waterlock doors, right? For one, because they're a useful air supply. For two, by seeing a non-waterlocked door in a shipwreck, the player might realize, these things stop water. And then I start experimenting, maybe. Or maybe they just try to use doors, but if we assume they've placed down a sign somewhere, some way they discovered that certain blocks, certain things that you can place down in the world, they stop water streams. And they make their streams a bit more efficient, and that way they might discover the lava blade. Speaking of lava, I'm seeing light down there, terrifying to me. Oh goodness, we're a bit stuffed. We don't need this rotten flesh. But yeah, they might find the lava blade, just setting the lava, surrounding it with signs, and that way now they have an automatic killing system. And then through that, what I'm trying to get to is the way that you make a farm in this game without looking up anything is through observation. You see a behavior and you think to yourself, how can I use this? And that's not really something you can design to guide, as far as I can see. Feel free to, in the comments or in the chat, I don't think I've got any viewers right now, but feel free to, in the chat, just tell me if there's some way you can think that you can intentionally guide someone into discovering stuff like this. Because if you could figure out a way to organically make someone discover this, I'd be interested, but I'm not sure if it would be a good thing, because that experimentation phase is a lot of fun. Personally, I've taken to designing my own little farms. I've got a cobblestone generator that I designed, and it's quite efficient. It's far more efficient than I would have suspected I would be able to make it. It's like 10,000 cobblestone an hour generated by it automatically, just sitting there. Okay, we can pick up some more iron. Oh, we're almost full out of pick. Might be about time that we pop up. Yeah, let's go. But that process of discovery, if your mentality, if your goal, right, when making farms is just efficiency, you just want the most efficient farm possible, then you're probably going to... Okay, wait. Let me rephrase that. If your goal is you're playing survival and you want as efficient a farm as possible. You want to just roll in items. Then you'd probably go find like a Nambon video or a Nail Mango video and you'd rebuild that farm. Like, that's the quickest way. If you want a technical shot, these people do because they find it fun, then you're gonna observe how do these things act and try and figure out how to make a farm. Personally, I'm a bit in between. Like, if I just want a bunch of a material, I might just look up a tutorial for how to make a farm for it, because, oh dear, I'm a bit lost. I just need to look for the torches, but I'm enthralled by my own discussion. Yeah, the brain. You'd want to look up a tutorial. If you want just a quick and very efficient farm, just look up a tutorial. But maybe you're into the technical challenge, then you don't look up a tutorial, you make your own farm. Yes, this is the way. And let's make another comparison. If you're just not interested in farms, like, I know, and at some point I'm gonna need to find someone who's more knowledgeable on the Dream SMP than me. 1 sec. Alright, I'm gonna have to be right back for something, but let's first see if we can actually find where we came into this cave. It's gotta be somewhere here, because... No, here it is. Haha! Freedom! Yes! Alright, alright. So I'll be right back. Ooh, I'm back with music. Nice. Hello. Welcome. Okay, I'm back. Alright. What was I thinking? Oh yeah, Dream SMP. Because, alright, I need to find someone who is more knowledgeable about Dream SMP. Because, for those who don't know, I watch a lot of Hermitcraft. Alright, like quite a few of the hermits, and I am enjoying that. And then I see animatics for the Dream SMP, and it's intriguing, but doesn't quite seem like my kind of content, right? Like, it seems a bit sensationalist, if that makes any sense. Let's do that in case we need space. So, when I look at it, and I should get back to the topic of farming really with this. Yes, this is the way out. Now, what I know about Dream SMP mostly comes from animatics, because I don't really watch this stuff, but one thing I've caught onto is that the rules of the server that they run on are pretty strict in regards to farming, or at least what I personally see as farming, and I think quite a few people might agree with. And that is, for example, how villager breeders are not allowed, and iron golem farms aren't allowed, which why? That explains the main thing that makes me not very interested in watching Dream SMP, and that is I just realized basically stay on topic. Oh fuck. And that is that there is, let's put this in the furnace and then have me go off on a long tangent. Let's shove that in there. Stay on topic, Visi. You can do it. 32. There. Alright. So, the main thing that makes me not interested in watching Dream SMP is it feels lacking in what I enjoy in this game, right? It feels like it is mostly PvP and mostly a story line. Mostly people enjoying the game and making a collective story, right? And all power to you for doing that, because that's a lot of fun. Like, I'm a role player. I could not judge someone for enjoying to play the game that way. That would be very hypocritical. But when you get a bunch of people who seem to do streaming in a very certain way, that being that is very much a matter of trying to make the best quote-unquote content, then you get just tossing insults about, and from all I've seen, it feels very close to being scripted, but not so close that I can just disconnect it. It feels like people are playing a character, but that character is also the only thing that they actually display, and that's concerning to me, because it seems familiar in a very, very bad way to how the past has had people do that, and they have ended up all the worse for it. Though, like, I know it's still alive, but I haven't touched it in a while. The Minecraft role-playing community. If you play a character, like even I play a bit of a character, right? I'm Visor23 the elf, but in real life I've got a big beard and I almost look more like a dwarf. But I play this character, and it becomes the persona that people know me as, right? if you become a persona, then if you start making decisions that you don't agree with down the line, then some people just aren't gonna let that go. Some people are gonna take it way too far. Some people are gonna overreact, and I'm getting a bit jumbled, but I feel like Dream SMP is a story, from all I can tell, more so than a what to call it, a group player, right? With storylines sprinkled in, and this is why I want to talk to someone who actually knows. But main point, iron golem farms. If you don't have those, then a lot of stuff gets shut away from you because you can't really feasibly do them. We're gonna burn this compass because it was sheeted in, and we're gonna make a new one. What was I trying to talk about? Farms, yeah, farms, something with farms, it was something about farms. I completely lost my train of thought. No! Oh no, I make the same mistakes as I did back in the day. But yeah, I think a conclusion of my thoughts on farming is you can discover most of the things that you do with a farm just by being in the world. Like the principles of it you can find out through stuff. Like you could find how to do an iron golem farm by just seeing villagers. Like how did people discover these farms to begin with? I guess is the question to ask. How did someone figure out that, oh, we can make an iron golem farm, right? How do people figure this out? It's by observing the world and testing it out. It's gonna be harder for someone in pure survival. One sec, let me remove this shirt. Ugh. It's gonna be harder for someone in pure survival than someone who is, say, in creative or switches between. But at the end of the day, it's the same process as anyone else. It's just, if you want the really, really high efficiency stuff, then you seek out someone who makes more large scale farms. Someone like Ilmango, Nembon, or any of the Cycroft people. And if you just want to make a small farm, then you just observe the world, right? Just see how it changes. I should probably go have like a sandwich or something. I have not had a proper breakfast, and it's probably showing in how I act, how scrambled my mind is. But it does look, I will say, like copper is actually pretty nicely abundant, and considering it is only seemingly used for this stuff, it might actually be alright. We might actually be sorta alright. Like, yeah, to switch gears into the stuff that this world was originally made for. Is experimenting with copper. It does seem like copper is alright in rarity. Because, like, iron, we use it for all, like, your first gear consumes iron. And after that, you know, it's pistons, it's hoppers, it's minecarts, it's rails, it's bloody compasses for your maps. You need it for, like, a lot of things. A lot of things require iron, right? If we just go to the redstone section, hopper requires it. Tripwire hook is going to require piston, iron door, any iron component. Let's actually get ourselves a lightning rod. Now I wonder something. If I get 2 lightning rods, if I stack them on top of each other, I think that could be a neat thing to have. Like, because right now the lightning rod has been commented on that it can actually still cause fire to your structures, because it still catches fire on adjacent blocks with the lightning strikes. But what if you could stack them on each other? But for now, we're just going to do like this. I don't think we're gonna win this one today. Looks odd. Not terrible. Can I put it diagonally? Yes, I can. Oh, this might actually work. Okay. I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna get a sandwich. Alright. Oh! Oh, hello there. I don't have any arrows. How delightful. Please perish. Kind sir. It does not look terrible. I wonder if that oxidates. Don't think it does. But yeah, like farming. Rude. We'll continue that discussion once I've got myself a sandwich. So off to get a sandwich. I think that's how you spell it. Oh well, I'll be right back. Oh, maybe I should mute the mic. Looks like I missed someone. Not gonna lie. Sort of forgot for a minute that I was streaming. And then I checked on YouTube and apparently there was 2 people watching. So I guess someone just passed through. I'm sorry. But, I ate an entire sandwich just by myself. I'm just gonna continue eating the one I got, and now I got 0 concurrent views, so I'm just gonna eat my sandwich. It's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. Okay. Oh, I really hope the fan isn't super loud. It doesn't seem like it's terrible. So suck up. I'm outside this the guy. Delicious sandwich. I need an efficient source of food. Like a large farm or something. I need to find like a skeleton spawner. That would be great. Can you locate those? No, you can't. No. Now, here's what I thought. I'm thinking the mine over there would make it into our main mine. But I also want this water stream to sort of continue into it, right? So, what do we need to do? We need, first of all, we're gonna need to terraform, right? Like, no way around that. Terraform. But I'm also thinking that we make a little pathway along the side of the mountain that's sort of cobblestone wall, like of blocks, cobblestone, built up, and then, oh, I see you. But we build up with cobblestone, and then we'll put gravel and path along that. Maybe we'll mix in some more texturing, but mostly it's just gonna be like a little raised platform that holds together the road at the side of the water. And the water might freeze over, I don't know. We're gonna have to see. If it does, that's fine. It's gonna be fine. Oh yes. I had a topic, didn't I? So, I don't want to look at you, but at the same time, oh no, you placed it down. I wanted that. Oh well. We're gonna need a shovel to do this excavation. But farming. That was the topic of this stream, was it not? Yeah, I honestly, conclusion from before, just to reiterate, I think farming, most of it you can find out through observing the world, and I'd love to hear, like, what are some things that you can't figure out by looking at the world. I guess like guardian farms would be a stretch to figure out how they work. Like, I think it's a matter of how you do stuff. Because realistically, you could just swim over to a guardian, to a ocean monument. You could just, you know, kill guardians if you want any substantial amount. But I guess that's the main issue, is how much do you need? Like, if you just want to build, if all you want to do with this game, like, not all, if the main thing you want to do with this game is build. Ah, hello there! Hi, Alicia! Hello! We have peeps in the chats. I'm just gonna say it in the chat as well, just so that that's up to date. Hello, Alicia. We got chat. Yay! Now I actually feel validated for streaming. That's wonderful. Let me actually use this opportunity to reload this thing. Okay, so the concurrent viewers means yak shit. Where do I actually no, okay, wait. Oh, okay, so we actually got 2 people watching, which I guess is me and Alicia. Alright, so it's just that concurrent viewer thing in my analytics doesn't matter. Hello, welcome to the stream. It's just gonna be mostly relaxing. Yes, this is the snapshot for the new Caves and Cliffs update. And they haven't really implemented the main Caves and Cliffs bit, seemingly. But we have a few things. What would you like to see? Like, what do we want to explore today? I've been thinking to try and get my hands on a proper geode. Because I might want to see if we can set up some form of farm for the crystals. I know there's a way that El Mango has been thinking about, which involves just shattering the crystals with pistons. But yeah, amethysts. I know where there is an amethyst because I spectatored to look for one. Yeah, we got amethysts. And we can use them for making telescopes and just decoration, as well as tinted glass, I believe, uses it. Oh yeah, but actually, while you're here, let's show you this. I love this little update. Just that. Quality of life. You can now make path out of just dirt, mycelium, and podzol. That is so wonderful. Ooh. Maybe we should get ourselves to our bed. Tinted glass, basically, we're gonna be able to have it in, yes, the dirt paths. Basically, you can have it in the way of something, and you can see through it, like glass, but it doesn't let through light. So, you know, if you got a big mob farm, now you can actually, like, see into it. You can, like, imagine all the farmers getting their hands on that. For their mob farms, now they can actually shake it without having a bunch of external tools. So that's wonderful. I need a stable food supply. Should start up a little potato patch somewhere. Maybe also beetroots. Yeah, Sora, that's actually an interesting thought, how it looks from within. We need to test around with that. I need some water. Maybe I should actually just dump off stuff and we could sip on over the ocean to where there's more and we can see if we can actually find that little base thing, little amethyst geode. I wonder if it can be located. Doesn't look like it. It's looking alright. The copper, we can actually get some out. So far, it's looking like we can actually get it fairly commonly. I'm surprised to a degree. Like, I think I yielded about double the amount of copper that I got iron from some exploration. Hello! Hello, Yak Hickley Welsh. So we can cut it. And it ages really slowly. I'll say that much. The aging process takes a long time. I know that there was a time-lapse uploaded by El Mango that showcases a Statue of Liberty built out of copper blocks aging, and it's a 6-minute video at 1000% speed. So in that time it fully aged, so that's a bit of time, you might say. And over there you're seeing some of the stuff that originally I set up at this world. Also got that, the little lightning rods, which I think they can be quite neat. I just need to figure out how we actually use them visually. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because right now it feels they feel a little bit finicky to actually like implement into the build. They feel like they can be a tad annoying to try and get in there. Basically, from what I know, they will attract lightning. So during a thunderstorm, if lightning strikes within a certain area, it's gonna go to the lightning rod instead of wherever it plans to land. Let me get off the shield. Which means basically, yeah. I think the purpose that Mojang wants with it is that you put it on your house and now your house won't be burning down. But I don't think I've ever had a house burn down to lightning, so personally I don't see fully the use of it. But whoa, my voice just dropped immensely on that line. But I mean, if people have had experiences of their house burning down, then yeah, it could be useful. But church decoration is definitely one thing. Seedy place. Oh no, my water. Of course. I completely forgot. Ah. My water is gonna freeze. Oh yeah, we have candles. We're gonna need to find some bees. We could try and go exploring for that. I've actually been enjoying exploring, which has been fun. Especially with the bundle. And I know basically everyone that I watch has said that bundles, we're gonna have to see how they work in survival, and I can confidently say that having played with them in survival, they are very handy for just exploring. Oh yes. You can make your little cult rooms. It's gonna be wonderful. Let me actually set up some sugar canes out here as well. Oh yeah, and from what I know, they will be able to float, like on their own. So, you know, we get to actually have, in survival, I might add, in survival, we'll finally be able to make our floating Harry Potter chandelier places. Like, that's gonna be grand. That's gonna be wonderful. Let's take these. Where have I put my boat? We're gonna need a boat. Yeah, it's gonna be wonderful. We need to find some bees. And in terms of that, I spawned very unfortunately. But yeah, I'm sure we'll figure this out. Right? We'll be good. Let's just go out into the ocean and cross over. But yeah, over here we actually have a little experiment. Yeah, they come in all the colors. Yeah, we need bees because we're gonna need wax. We need wax in order to make candles, but before we cross the ocean, let me let you in on probably the best new sound. Like, listen to this, and let me actually one concurrent video. That sound is so wonderful. Oh, we got three people watching. Ooh, music, nice. Yeah, we need the wax, and that will also be used if we want to preserve any of our copper. Basically, the way you'll do it is you take the copper, combine that with wax, and you preserve it in the state that that copper is. Yeah, the sound of the amethysts. Oh, it's so good. It's very child wonder to me, and I love it. Ooh. We'll have to try that once we have crossed the ocean. I'm gonna switch into creative and we're gonna try that. I've not tried that. Okay, we're across. Can we see through the glitching world any amethyst geodes? No? Okay, let's go into creative and let's try to check what you're talking about. Anyone just tuning into the stream, I'm sorry to betray you like this, but okay, block of amethyst. So block. It doesn't get a different sound so far. That's odd. Just I wonder if we can. Okay, so here's, first of all, the way I would love to see this work is it gives that note. Or maybe you could have it like redstone into them do nothing. Yeah, it's probably that they haven't added it, I would assume. But these are what you get from it. And I love them. I went on an entire tangent yesterday about why I love those. Let's be a little cheeky. Oh, wait, that's... Oh! We actually have like a surface one. I didn't realize. Oh, look at that! How quaint! Does it have an opening? No? Alright! Would you look at that? Look, lucky us. Okay, how do we get into this? Shut! How do we get into this? How do we want to crack into it? Luck 100, yes. Is this what fellas call a pog? I swear I'm only 21, but I put on this percentage of being 40 or something. How do we want to crack into this? Do we crack in from the side? It's becoming night, which is disconcerting. We're gonna hide in the rock. Oh dear. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know how common there will be, because people have had different luck. Oh, they can spawn mobs inside. Okay. Alright, alright. Now we know that. No, this is a new thing called calcite. Now, there we go. Yeah, it's looking really good. It's... I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw it, I thought, this is just what, you know, what diorite should have been. But I'm glad that we're getting it. Oh. Oh yeah, you know a bit, quite a little bit about rocks, don't you? Because of your Steven Universe. And so we might actually get some Geode factoid. It looks like we actually have an opening in here. That feels weird. But we're gonna see if we can get some coal somewhere here. They're actually coming in real geodes. So the other thing that we have here is tuff. So you got an outer layer of tuff, and then you have an inner layer of calcite. Also, because my uncle loves CMs, that sounds pretty pure. That sounds awesome. Oh. Okay. I'm in cave now. Ah, no, that's not coal. Where's some coal? Please? That's iron. I need coal. Where's the coal at? Oh, a spawner. So wonderful, but also ow. Spider spawner, eh? That could be useful. Oh, coal. Finally. Tuff must be the stone surrounding around the real geode. Alright. See, today we're learning stuff, class. We also have amethyst, you know, it's Elsen picks. Ooh. I think I've seen some really big ones at a local store that we have at where I live, which is basically... Okay, this is gonna maybe sound weird, but they just sell rocks. Oh, we're taking these. And wait, those are non-stackable. Shit. Just gonna... All of this stuff, though, we can just pick up into this. Right. That sounds like a good haul. We need to remember that. That's... A spider spawner is very good that we have a little access to. Okay, so here around hereabouts is where we fell down. Yeah, no. Where did we fall? Because that's the geode, right? Wait, is there another? Or is this just a very big geode? It's not that weird. I know a gem shop store. Nice! Alright. They have 2 meter tall. Ooh, that's a big one. Right? Is that a big one? I don't know if it is a big one. But yeah, so here we go. This is the amethyst geode. And these are where we'll get our amethysts. These little things. And you can get them with Silk Touch. They come in, I believe, 4 or 3 stages. That is terrifying. That is a size scary. So what we got here is, yeah, these, the budding amethyst, which basically they will grow amethyst, and it's random tick based. So let me actually increase that. Do random tick speed. So standard random tick speed is 3, right? Let's boost that by 1,000. And you get them growing. Like, they take a while to grow. But once they've grown, you can grab these amethyst shards, which you can then make into blocks of amethyst. Which are these that you see around here. Now, here's the tricky bit. These, for one, you can waterlog amethyst, which is going to be wonderful for underwater caves. But these budding amethyst, you cannot get. We cannot move these. You can't move them with pistons, and you can't silk touch them. They are locked to the location. You can grab the standard amethyst with just any old pick. Geodes take thousands of years to grow. How does a geode grow? Like, how does a geode work? I've never looked into that. I'm just gonna grab some of this because I like the sound. Honestly, that's the main reason I'm harvesting them. I also want this because it's gonna be great for some texturing. I think we're gonna make some medieval stylish builds. It's been a while since I built that. I've been so focused on not fantasy, the opposite, or I guess not opposite, but I've not been building fantasy in a while. I've been building desert. I've not been building medieval fantasy. I've been building desert structures a lot recently, and I've gotten rusty. So we're just gonna grab a lot of this because that, in combination with some diorite, it's gonna make great tutor house style things. Yeah, this is an amethyst geode. So let's just harvest it all, I'm thinking. we're just gonna harvest this thing, and we're gonna see how much resources do we get out of that. What do you think, Chad? Seems like a good idea. I think it sounds like a good idea. Gonna be able to see how many budding amethysts we can uncover. Yes, harvest. Yeah, I'm playing this very different from how I. Ow. Oh, we ran out of pickaxe. Oh, I'm so used to. Oh, I'm not used to not having a lycra. The amethyst block do look like they could serve as fake carpet in enchanting rooms. Ooh, that is a nice idea. Yes, I like that. Please? Nope. Nothing in there that will help me. Wait, shit, I put away my sticks. Don't need that. Okay, we're gonna need to make a pick. We're gonna need to make a stone pickaxe. Oh dear. I can't wait to have diamonds. But to get that, I'm gonna have to actually, you know, go to find them. So we're just gonna get ourselves a bit of iron here. And while that smelts, we can actually... Okay, so that was a fairly good vein of iron, wasn't it? That was 12 ore. We actually need some coal as well. Where was the coal? Amethyst tool could be cool. That could be cool, but... not sure. Because I made this observation with the copper. Like, I think it's a good thing, actually, that we don't have copper tools. Because to make the copper, it's very... Ooh. Oh, that does sound lovely. Oh, now I'm getting off track. But I think it's a good idea that we don't have copper tools. Because copper... This makes copper a mainly building block, right? Oh. Hello there. It makes copper mainly a building block. Because, you can't farm it so far. So far, there's nothing that shows that we'll be able to farm this en masse. And so, the one use you have for it is as a building block. Which I think is a good thing. Like, I wouldn't... If I couldn't farm iron via an iron golem farm, I wouldn't build with it. Because, well, I'd need it for a lot of other things, like pistons, hoppers, any iron detailing, like, you know, all that stuff takes iron. But I can also farm that en masse. And let's see here. So, okay. So 12 iron, 22 copper. So that was 10 more copper in that fairly sized vein. I think copper seems to be good in the vein size department so far. But they're also gonna rework that, they have said, so we're gonna see how that develops, right? We gotta be careful not to break any budding amethysts. Because we want to actually see how many there are. Oh, Almost there. Budding amethysts will also grow on all sides. Copper does travel electricity, so maybe... Yeah, it does. From what I can tell, like, when it's struck by lightning, it gives a redstone pulse. So, ooh, I just thought of something. Because the main thing, like, that we can do by the fact that we now can choose where lightning hits, this will be excellent for getting charged creepers, and via that we can get, you know, skulls and whatnot. We can charge things as we desire. You could, if you lure a creeper into a place, and you want that creeper to become the charged one, you name it, and then you put a redstone line that goes from your lightning rod into a system that will, if it has been struck, now you light a lamp. And then you can just leave the creeper be, and whenever the lightning has struck, you'll be able to tell, because you can check your little control room for all your farms and whatnot, and you can see that, oh, lamp for charged creeper is up. Alright, go to charged creeper, get it into a pen with a bunch of skeletons, and blow them up, and now you got a skeleton skull. I thought of an overworld Siglin farm, but creeper sounds better. Siglins, eh? That's the zombified hoglins, ain't they? So, how do you get Siglins with lightning? Like, unless you mean zombified piglins, which actually that sounds probably what you meant. Yeah, no, those are soglins, aren't they? Lightning rod could be reused. For example, lightning rod with no block bells, storm warning. Oh, that could be so good for thematic. Oh, that could be wonderful. Oh, you could even hook it up, like, if you want to really get apocalyptic. Pigs hit by lightning become pigment. Yes. Yeah, there's that. I don't think it... Like, it would be something. If you just want the zombified piglins, I guess that would be a way to do it. Very slow, but... I mean, there's a purpose for every farm. In my opinion, like... There's a purpose for most farming. Even if it's not super efficient. I was actually talking about that earlier. The concept of farming, because I'm not sure if you've heard, but we now have farmable shulkers. They have now made them farmable. It's through a very interesting means as well, and one that, to me, it makes sense once you say it, but you would never have expected it. Like, it's that kind of thing, where I don't question it, but I would have never thought this would be the way that this would happen. Basically, if a shulker gets hit by another yep, farmable. If a shulker gets hit by another shulker, I think it's like when it's open specifically, there is a chance that a new shulker will spawn in that place, as the shulker teleports away because it got hit by the other shulker. And basically, the Cycroft server, of course, already made a fully automatic, AFK-able farm that produces over like 1,000 shulker shells an hour. Because of course they did. Who would have not expected this? But it was brought up by Exumavoid a very interesting point, and that is farming in this game. How do you find out about it? Like, what makes you get into it, and how easy is it for the average player to get into. I mentioned how most of the time, if you want to farm, you might just go to someone on YouTube and find a video that explains how to make a farm about something. And should this be the case? Should you need to find someone who's more expertised? I'd argue that we have all the tools at our disposal to become the person who makes your own farm. Because has to be a way that these people make the farm originally. And that is observation. You look at how stuff interacts in the game. You see that... And actually now this time I've actually got exactly what I wanted. Shulker hits other Shulker, open Shulker. Where to reproduce? I mean, it sounds like how you do sex in standard, to be fair. But basically the thing I was thinking was, say I'm just your average player, I've got no idea, I've not played this game long, I'm very new to it. I find this, and we're gonna say that this is a zombie or skeleton farm spawner for the sake of this. And I find it, I'm like, oh, I like that number down there going up. I like that. These things give me XP so that happens. Nice. So, I know that mobs push. So I put in some water, and I pushed them into like here, but I've never seen mobs spawn on water, so I assume there needs to be platforms. But then one day when I'm here, I just overlook and I see one spawn like here over the water, fall in and get pushed in. And then I think, oh, I don't need those platforms. So I make it all water. It's probably flowing the whole way, unless they've already discovered something that we'll get to later. Flowing the whole way. Maybe they even like dig away this floor, which I'm gonna do right now because I want the mossy. Dig away the floor and they tunnel them. And now you got the very basic mob farm, right? Then, oh no. Okay, we're good. They tunnel those into bit. Now, how do you step this up? How do you make this into an automatic bone farm? Well, if you go exploring in this game, there is something that will, oh no, that will not waterlog, that you can come across and can show you that certain blocks stop liquids. Doors on shipwrecks. If you're in a shipwreck, the door will not waterlog, and I say that this is a motive for not getting them to waterlog. Because that might make the player realize, some things stop water. And so they start making their farm a bit more efficient step by step. And eventually they make a lava blade. Because they think maybe, oh, if it stops water, what else flows? Lava. And you know, through trial and error, through observation of the game world around you, you start to make a farm. But basically what it boils down to is, I think that we have this assumption, really, more so than need, to go to people like Racework, El Mango, Nambon, people who are undoubtedly really skilled at making efficient farms. But that's because that's what they enjoy in this game. But I think that even your average player can find out most of these farms by just observing the world. Now, some are more hard than others, but if you're inclined towards farming, then by the time that you have made this farm, by the time that you have your automatic spider skeleton farm that makes you bones, that you use for your farm, then you start thinking, so this is something that I can do. What else spawns? And you think about villages. There's golems that spawn in those. Why do they do that? And you start to experiment. Even if we completely disregard the wiki in this case, you start to explore, like, what causes this? And how can I manipulate it? And Not everyone is going to fall into that category. Not everyone is going to want to do this, but if you do, and let's now get to, this leads us into the most complicated, because that way that the shulkers spawn, that is definitely up there in obscurity of trying to make a farm around it. Like, sure, the Psycraft team, they did it in the day that the snapshot was released, but that's because they dedicate themselves completely to this. That's what they enjoy in this game, and they just, you know, went nuts with it. Your average player will fall, I think, into one or two categories, or maybe one of three. One is the person who, they don't care about farming. They're here to maybe speedrun the game, to, you know, explore the world, to basically do combat and that sort of thing. Like, they treat it sort of Skyrim-esque. Then you have the builders of your crew, which they want the materials because they are utilized to make their structures. So it's very useful to have a bunch of bones if you want a bunch of bone blocks, you know, hay, like wheat if you want a bunch of wheat, all that stuff. We'll also lump in the redstoners here because they need the redstone components and whatnot for of iron. So we're gonna lump them in here as well, even if it might be a little unfair. But they're gonna get tossed in here as well. And lastly, you have what I'm gonna call the German engineers. And that is purely because of Psycraft. The people who, the thing they enjoy, they found they enjoy with this game is to make those farms, to check how efficient can I make this, how good can this become, and just through trial and error figure out how good they can make their farm. And those people, obviously, they look for the mechanics now. The builders casually look for it, they mostly see the blocks and then maybe they think of how can I get more of this. But a lot of the players are just gonna, a lot of the German engineers are just gonna go immediately thinking, huh, what mechanics are going on here? And they're gonna observe at some point a shulker shooting a shulker, and then they're gonna start doing what those German engineers do best, which is test around, see how they can do it. I think it comes down to playstyle. Some people aren't interested in designing the farms, and if they aren't, then they can look up tutorials. But if people want to make a farm, if they find it to be fun, there's definitely enough in the game that you can actually come to the conclusion of how to do it. At least that's my take on it, but I mean, I could be vastly wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. So, what's the chat's thoughts on that? Now that I actually got people in chat. Oh, there's been coal there and then tight. Now I feel silly. True, makes sense. Yeet. Oh, we have a geese crew flying over. That's a lot of amethyst and you're not done. Yeah, it looks like we get a fair amount of this stuff. And I haven't even touched most of the tuff. We're gonna need to surface and get some wood, I think. Me thinks we need wood. which means I need to get up there. Okay. Yep, that is enough for me to actually be able to swim in. And then we take this down and just bring it on down here. Blockheads. Oh, which blockheads do you mean? Are we talking like the micro blocks? Because oh yes. Though the Lenny makes me concerned. What are you planning? Just gonna cut down some wood here. Yeah, the micro blocks are gonna be fun. Like, here's what I really hope for is maybe some new walls of some of the materials I could really get behind, you know? Oh yeah, by the way, have you heard about the fact that we are getting ourselves waterlogged rails? So you know, all those times that you accidentally pour water all over your rail system, now that is a memory of the past. It's no longer gonna be a bother. Because now, please tell me I have some food in here. No. Shit. Well, I'm gonna have to jump down on this. Yes, we can now put water on rails, which I suspect, and this is just a theory, a Minecraft theory. I suspect that we're gonna get underwater mine shafts as something that generates. Yes, underwater tunnels are gonna be fun to build. I'm thinking we're probably gonna see them introduce like mine shafts, but they're waterlogged, so it's just all flooded, apocalyptic-like and whatnot. I think that's gonna be a lot of fun to see, to explore those. It's also gonna make water breathing a bit more handy. Like, imagine you're swimming through an abandoned mine shaft. And it also means that we can now make more satisfying, let's call it that, farms for squids and fish. Like, you'll now be able to just get them spawned and pick them up. Minecarts. Sort of like what I wonder if they're gonna do crystallized blocks. Do you mean like crystal covered blocks, or like how are you thinking here? Because that does sound interesting, but I'm not sure what it implies. We need more coal. Which I think was this way. Or no. Oh, here, right. Crystal cover, like thin layer or something. Like, it could be interesting. I mean, the tinted glass sort of tips on that idea. Big underwater for log. Oh, things being underwater for a long time can crystallize. Oh, sort of like a crystal version of what amber does to things that are locked in it. Because that does sound really fun. I somehow feel like it's unlikely, as sad as it is to say, but I feel like it's unlikely that they're gonna make that. But I definitely think that the modders are gonna step up on that one. It's gonna be fun. Unlikely but cool idea. Yeah, pretty much. It sounds like that could be real fun. I wonder what new kinds of caves we're gonna see. Especially as the snapshots continue, because this little series of just me streaming this, I'm thinking I might continue doing this as we're getting new snapshots. Like, keep making little videos, and that's one reason to not venture too far away from where I started, because with every new snapshot, we're presumably gonna see something new. And where in the hell is the coal? Did I really use all the coal that I found? I could have sworn there was more. Oh, and I'm out of hunger. Oh, this is wonderful. This is just absolutely wonderful. Cool. Cool beans. Okay, we're just gonna make some charcoal. Cool beans. Cool beans. This is fine. Slowly getting through the geode. I think we're almost through the calcite. At least I sort of hope so. Because once we're through the calcite, then we've got one thing that we can sort of measure how much we've gotten. What beats so strong inside of me? Here, there we go. Oh dear, we got a leak. Oh dear. Alright, looks like it's about time we actually fix this. I wonder if they're gonna do Chiron. If you heat up amethyst, it becomes yellow. A fake time. Chitin? Chitin, like bug armor? Oh, was that a new sound? I feel like that's different. Oh, let me not drown here. How in the world do we have so much water? Kindness Istrine, but maybe our kindness the French. Feels like it probably is, but then again, I'm no gem expert. Where are the water sources for this? I think this is how most people feel when dealing with water. It's terrible. Personally, I think I'm fairly good at dealing with it. Sure. Let's use this. Finally, I think I got it. Did I get a lost source? Yes. Oh, goodness gracious. Shut up. No. That's not true. That's impossible. Look. Yes, I'm under the ocean. That doesn't give the water any right to be so mean. Oh. It's a very big meaning. See here. Where is all this water coming from? Ocean. Am I a joke to you? Yeah, you definitely get a lot of resources from this, that's for sure. I'm also noticing you're not getting any crystals from breaking a non-finished, so to speak, amethyst cluster. Oh yeah, definitely. I want to take that last, mostly because I know a bunch of it seems to be on the outside, like right at the water, but I'm definitely okay. Look, keep your lewd thoughts in check. Keep restrain thine horny. I know the art that is out there, and I also know that I am not very good on health. Ow. This is not a very healthy situation right now. We are in a very precarious situation. It's not loot, huh? Oh, I've seen some of Steven Universe, I'll have you know. Good pick. Don't die with them. Don't worry. If we die, we're not super far away. We're just across the ocean. Wait. That's a bit... Especially if I have to swim it. It's fine, it's fine. We're not gonna die. We're not gonna die. I don't think. It would be neat. What time is night? It's the middle of the night. That's not good. Because I know that along the shore... Oh no, that might be the hut that I actually took the bed from though. So there's probably no bed in there. There was a igloo with a bed that I think is the one I stole. Which is unfortunate, but you know, you do what you do. That is a lot. That is... What's this in calcite? How much calcite do we have? We have almost 9 stacks of calcite. And we're almost through with it? It looks like. Okay, you know what? Let's grab some of this. And I hope we have no skelebobs. Okay, we have zombos. So let's get out of here. I wonder if you can put a snapshot on a Turnos. Maybe. I mean, it could be tested. Could actually check on my phone real quick, if that is possible. Oh, I've got a bunch of... Oh, if I join this. I'm seeing a bunch of messages. Just gonna eat a bunch of kelp. Okay, software. Oh, vanilla effects? No, it doesn't look like you can go for snapshots. Oh no? Wait. No, snapshot. Snapshots are pre-release. Okay, yeah, you can actually use Eternals with snapshots. Yeah, I mean, maybe we could hang out in the snapshot later. I doubt that I can really boot up Discord while I'm streaming and playing Minecraft, especially single player, but if I were to do an Eternal server, maybe I could actually do that. This stream is doing much better, by the way. I can say that much, than yesterday. Yesterday was... It was riddled with crashing. But it looks like YouTube has decided that today, you know what, Vizzy? I'll get off your back. I won't. Oh, ow! I won't crash. Not today. You good, man? You good? It's all good. We need some filler blocks. I should go grab more cobblestone. Oh, this is taking a while, but it is working out. And we're uncovering a lot of the budding ones, which is useful. just collect all of this. Oh, this is delightful. Yeah, there's a lot of this stuff. I can imagine, like, how much does amethyst go for? I doubt that, you know, you buy it in square meter, but like, how expensive is amethyst? Okay, let's pick all of this stuff. Okay, we're over 9 stacks of bloody by weight. Okay, so as long as we could find a density for amethyst, we could actually calculate the value of each block of amethyst. Okay. We're almost at the gathering of... Okay. So what's that in, like, grams or... We're definitely going to use, by the way, this amethyst that we've gotten here in making an enchanting room. That is definitely happening. Because that idea is beautiful. I mean, judging him by quality feels like it would make sense. I guess we could probably assume that this stuff is pure. Which I have a feeling that would drive the price up quite a bit. Oh, they come in coloration? That's nice. Oh, we're so close now. Well, even if it isn't pure, there's still a lot of amethyst. Yeah. Like, oh. Some amethyst purple and much saturated, and others thus more valuable. Alright. Guess that makes sense. People want that good shit. Let's harvest some of that. Love that sound. I'm not sure, maybe I used to have a thing for sound. Like, Minecraft sounds wonderful. RuneScape music, give me that shit. Bottle that up. Put it in a bottle, eject it straight into my veins. We're just gonna keep on and keeping on. Some amethyst purple. That was a big geode. Yep. Do I think? Oh shit. I think this is roughly like the average size that they've come to. Like, in terms of material, I feel like this is a pretty fair amount of stuff that you're gonna get out of it. Is it day? It's day. We actually got an opportunity to go grab some more wood to make some more coal so that we can cook some more food. Which we sort of need right now. Now, I think the best case for like making a farm for it, you'd actually want to like get yourself a smaller locale that you can actually have in sound underground. Yeah, it's pretty good, nice. Now, question is how you actually end up farming it, and let's toss some coal in there. No more, because so far the main thing that has some people a bit bothered, but I think is a good thing, you can't move them about, so you're a bit tossed to the whim of world generation. Personally, I think it's alright. They are a bit less predictable than, say, the ocean monuments, because I was thinking like, okay, so these tie you down to a location for your farm, so it's the same as an ocean monument. But now I'm realizing that, no, wait, like, is this even, no, it's splitting two chunks, so it's not necessarily chunk dependent. They're a bit less predictable, seemingly, than an ocean monument, which always generates the same way and always within a set way that the chunk looks and all that. But yeah, like, all four sides are grown, and as far as like manually farming them, it's gonna be perfect. Like, if we just grew them like this, you could just walk about, maybe set up like some railing systems to make it look a bit prettier. Just come up, harvest all your crystals, and as long as you're around, like, they're gonna keep growing. So, like, ow, ooh, that's a bit close. We're just gonna, okay, I'm just gonna put away my stuff, and let's go into creative for a moment just to test out stuff. So, we'll take a budding amethyst, So the way that people have figured out so far that you can automize it is by this, and then here comes the tricky part. I need to try and recreate something that I've seen, but I don't know exactly how it works. I think it's something like this. I probably should do that, shouldn't I? Okay, this works. And then we need a standard piston right there. And then... okay, they don't carry block and so current. That's what it's called. So now we need this. Let's use a small cluster. So game rule tick random tick speed. Set that to 3000. See, there we go. Okay, so this is one. Too many? That creates a pulse. Okay, yeah. I just need to move this to here. I basically just need to remove one of these steps. Oh no, wait, now... This is a bit more complicated than I thought it would be. Okay, I create a loop like that. Shit. Okay, maybe this is the trick. No, this is probably not it. Yeah, now it just destroys it immediately. And then once you enter stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, okay. So there's still a bit too much. Now I just create a loop. Well, basically the idea is you create a thing that counts up to 4 and by that point it cracks the crystal and you get the thing. No, pretty simple. Just more complicated than what I can feasibly create right here now. I'll have to be right back because I need a restroom. Okay, and we're back. Oh, I really hope I'm not way too loud. But let's actually, you know what? Nah, sort of. Okay, we're gonna make game rule keep inventory true, but we're gonna try to still not die. Like, I usually like the challenge, but this, at the end of the day, this is what I want to do here is have fun. Or here's the thing. It might be more entertaining to thank you, to occasionally just have me make something tragic, and it can make for a fun clip. I don't know. I don't know what would be more entertaining, because at the end of the day, that's what I want to do here. I want to entertain. I am a entertainer first and foremost. This whole Twitch isn't Twitch. This is YouTube. This whole streaming business. It's in order to be entertaining. And maybe it would be funny to have something, and I don't know, like I can just hear Young Vizzy say, and if someone draws that would be hilarious. But while I agree with you, Young Vizzy, like, it sounds so narcissistic, goodness. If any, okay, I'm gonna get sentimental for a moment because, well, fuck it, why not? Let's talk about something. So, I've been looking at some of my old videos, right? Not a lot of them, because I sort of want to make at some point a reaction to old videos, and I want to be fairly blind. But some of the old videos I've seen, I'm a right prick sometimes. Like, what I've got is a lot of enthusiasm, and goodness, I really want to capture that again. Have that amount of enthusiasm that I had back in the day for doing YouTube videos, for putting effort into the editing and that. But sometimes I just didn't listen to people, and I don't know if I don't think I did that intentionally. I think it's just that I did not notice stuff, which it's something that I have trouble with at times. Still to this day, I try my best to try and have learned essentially over the years, and have become I've hopefully become better at listening to people. I think I have. I'm definitely better than I was back then. But I know one clip I mentioned, like, I don't have a large fan base. I'm like, you fan base? Really? No, it's more like you have a cluster of friends that are lovely, and you should appreciate them for that. Like, I know it's okay technically, but it's still, I feel like I've done wrong in the past, and me being overly enthusiastic that I could become something on this platform, that wasn't really something that I did wrong. That's just me being overly optimistic. That was borderlining on naivete, which I don't think is what I have now. Naivete and optimism are different things, despite what the modern world likes to tell you, with how cynical we are today. As a rule of thumb, everyone seems to almost praise cynicism as a virtue, which is no wonder the world is going to shit. But like, I still find a lot of joy in seeing visual stuff. Like, I try to not talk shit about my memory a lot anymore, but I do have a memory that often fails me in details. And I forget stuff that really I feel like it's important that I should technically remember. But visual reminders of what I've done, I mean, that's part of why I just made a whole shit. That's part of why I do YouTube. Is I just empty my bundle. Part of the reason I do YouTube is because it is a way to document things. It's a way to look back, and those times when I look back at myself in the past, it can be painful sometimes, almost, to look back at yourself from 5 years ago and think, oh goodness, how was this what I did? But at the same time, I look at it and I think, yeah, that was me. And now I've developed, and I've grown as a person. I've changed, and I undoubtedly, and this applies to anyone, like, you have flaws in you. You have issues with how you are as a person, basically. But that isn't a reason to be down. That's just a reason to push forwards. That is only a reason to see every day, every single day as the sun rises, there's a new day of possibility. You could do something with that day. You could make it into whatever. Theoretically speaking, YouTube, this is not me endorsing anything. You could blow something up. You could make a firework and set it off. That is something that you could do with that day. Or you could make someone else smile that day. And that's what I choose. I choose to try and make someone smile every day. That is part of my goals. Every day, I hope. Also, fully grown crystals around our blocks could be an amazing decoration. Yes! You can also place them on anything. It's just that they only grow on their blocks. They grow bigger. But with Silk Touch, you can also grab the smaller states. But yeah, like, make someone smile every day. That's my goal. and I try to stay positive towards the world. Like, this world, there's a lot of shit in this world. Like, a lot of crap. A lot of things are terrible. Especially right now, people point out abundance of stuff. I know Lil Big made a song that's just Suck My Dick 2020, which is hilarious. Very basic, but hilarious. Hanging crystals, yes. We could put that in that enchanting room idea. We could try that. Aww, I'm glad that I'm successful in making you smile. Yeah, like, in today's world, like, there are so many people who will just talk about how terrible the world is. And yeah, so, like, I've heard you. You have said how horrible the world is now. Okay. Two good things that you can do with this. Either you laugh at it, you make it, you point out the absurdity and laugh. Enjoy just how silly it is. It's like watching clowns. And now I know some people are scared of clowns, and I don't personally get that. Yes, fantasy library. Oh, that with some floating candles. Oh, we gotta do that. We gotta do that somewhere around here. That's gonna be wonderful. Like, if you view life as a comedy, you can enjoy it. But people seem to be pretty content for some reason to just point out how terrible the world is, and then that's it. It's nothing else. It's just you're just pointing out how terrible the world is. Okay, and your point? No, that's it? You think you're, like, deep because you point out how terrible the world is? Wow. Wow. That just sounds pathetic. Like, we already know this. We already know the world is going to shit. You're not deep because you mentioned that. How do you manage that? Like, I don't know. Maybe some people use cynicism as a way to actually deal with the world, and if they can do that, all the more power to you. All the more power to you. Like, you've found a way to deal with this world. I choose to deal with this world's terrible things by looking at the bright side of life. And I think that there is so much beauty in it. I've been asked by someone, have you ever thought of taking your own life? And no. Never. This world is beautiful. Now, I'm not saying I'm deep by this. Nor that I'm a perfect example of utilizing this philosophy. Like, I still get apathetic. I still don't do stuff for whole days. And that's not good. But I think it's a better idea to have the mindset that every day you could do something, and that way when you don't end up doing something, you feel that there's the possibility the next day, instead of thinking, well, it doesn't matter because nothing matters. Because that's what I feel like cynicism is, what you end up with. Like, the only conclusion I can draw off from it is, okay, so if nothing matters, there's no reason for me to get out of bed in the morning, right? If nothing matters, then why do anything? There's no purpose. And I don't think that's worth anything. Like, at that point, how is that any different from being naive and taking everything at face value? Like, it's just a different poison. Oh, that's me going on a tangent of being very philosophical. But hey, maybe that's something that these streams can have. That's just how I operate, I suppose. Occasionally going off on a long tangent. I think we've got all the calcite. Right? Yeah, I think we got all the calcite. I'm not seeing any more just plain amethyst. Seems to all be budding. So now we got the tuff left, and we can actually count now. How many budding amethyst do we have? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 20, 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. I count to 43. I might have overcounted some, so confident in saying 32. Oh. We can confidently say we have... Well, that's a lot. Yeah, that's a fair bit. And each will, if set up to an automatic farm, every time they grow, we would be getting 4 amethysts. 2010, yes. I feel like that's a mistake that... I wonder how often people make that mistake. I don't know. Like... If you're just counting, occasionally you'll at least get yourself lost in it. 2011, 20... Oh. Don't count to 90... Don't count to 100 that way, and 1 that way, because 9011, that doesn't sound quite good. This sounds like America will beat me up. Oy. Right now I'm just coating the tuff in a layer of cobble, so that we can then try and basically just X-tuff. I guess so. Like, do you have any fun French tidbits? Do we have any fun Frenchy things? 8 is called cut the weight, which is 420. Nice. I mean, it's technically correct. Silly, but you are correct. $90 is quarter with dix, which is 4. Wow. I think Danish is another language that has sort of that system going on. And Swedish is just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. I used to ramble counting to 100 when I was younger, just Cause. And I think that just kicked in. So here, 70 is 60 dicks, which is 60, 10. 19 is 10 and 9. Oh no. Who designed this? I mean, so basically, you got basic additions just added into your language. Basic math is part of your counting. Except 16, which is just 60. What the hell, Franz? You gave us the metric system and then you do this? Do you not like your own citizens? Like, what up? What's up, my guy? What's with that? So I decided to say F you to 7, 8, and 9. These numbers, see these? This right here? Fuck them. Just fuck them. I mean, how do you say 6 in... No, wait. How do you say 6 in French? Because I know that, like, in Swedish... In French... Oui. In Swedish is one of those cases where you can trick someone if you make them start saying, like, hey, I'll say, jag vill ha ett. I want to have 1. And then you say the next number, and I say the next number, and back and forth. Like, if you can actually fool someone into that, then you're just gonna make them say, I want to have 6. Because you'll reach 6, and I probably told you this, that 6 in Swedish is just 6. YouTube, you can't get on my ass for this, because it's Swedish, it's a number. Ha 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 ha. Fool. 6. Ah. It's just 6. And that doesn't mean anything in French, I'm gonna assume. Sis. Hey there, sis! Holy shit, I've been streaming for almost 3 hours. Soon enough I'm gonna have some lunch and then might go outside for a bit so I don't burn my eyes out too much. Where is that? Where's the door? Josh, where's the door? Okay, we're just gonna keep coating this. Which are the same but have 15 meanings. Is that one word that has 15 meanings? Because that's ridiculous. Oh no, drowning again. Oh no, baby! No, 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 no. Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Please? What? What is hurting you? Where are you? Oh, hello there. What? Oh, you get stuck in the... How are you getting stuck in the ice, little fella? Okay, don't try to run away now. There is no escape. Escape. I meant different meanings. Oh, different meanings. Okay. That makes more sense. Oh my. Oh. I don't want to drown. That. The sound of going under feels like it is different. Maybe I just don't listen much. Oh, shit. That's the alarm about lunch. Huh. Let me shoot a message to Thomas. When would you we might need to soon essentially wrap up streaming. Oh yeah, I will. We can try. Alright. See here. We can assume, okay, so before we wrap the stream, we can assume that there's going to be a bit more tough than calcite, because the calcite is on the inside surrounded by the tough, so presumably there's a bit more tough, or it's about the same. So we have our first mined out geode weighing in a lot of resources. Definitely enough to make yourself a small building, but if you want to build something large like DK castles, then you're gonna need to harvest a lot of these, I think. So we're gonna be, it's gonna be interesting to see how common these end up being. Oh well. I'm off to eat then. So thank you all for watching, and till next time, bye bye, see you.